here we have my first ever online ranked wet race. Qualified 7th out of 21 drivers. Out of nowhere, we had the BMW slow right down in front. As you can see there, a dude skidded. My marker was a bit back, so we had to try and figure it out, but as we can see, we're still kind of in the pack, which is good.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Inside line, McLaren takes it very wide. I try and keep it nice and clean, nice and tuck. Follow the Ferrari out. Very, very wet, as you can see. Over here, I was just thinking, please don't overbrake, and that's exactly what I did. Went a bit wide. The Iron Dames obviously spun. Ferrari hit him, but we soldiered on. Obviously, had one of the BMWs in the inside there. Kept it nice, tucked and tidied. Ferrari again went wide. Feel people don't understand their braking distances, especially when conditions change. But this was a good proving ground for this. Had a very nice battle with this Porsche. Now only 3 cars did DNF, so we're pretty good. They made the mistake and stayed on the medium, underestimating how long it would stay wet for. And I outbraked myself again. I accidentally went to the 150 meter mark, not about 180 to start braking. And he taps me there. Taps me there, underestimates my braking zone and causes me damage on the rear. So Jerome currently in 9th, dropped 2 positions. And as we see it there, the 2 Porsches do come together, which gives me some breathing room moving forwards, knowing that they are fighting. Lovely tuck there, obviously. That BWT car came out of nowhere, wanted to soldier on through because he obviously went wide. Where the Iron Dames car was a bit close, and this is where I was worrying that they would overtake me. as you can see here, he did start to gain. Drag race down the start finish line. I've got the inside line, which is the preferred line, holding my defense. And as we can see, they get around. I go a little bit too early, but I get the better exit, which I catch him. And the drag race is back on. Again, squeezed my nose in. They came in. I backed off. Once again, worried about the other Porsche coming back into play. This is where I was a little bit more cautious on screwing up and spinning out, or just a general crash. And as we can see, he gets a bit of oversteer coming out. And we can see how close he gets on that.
I see him!
And that's another position gained, as we can see the throw in the back shot there. Is in another place. I'm still in 9th. And the hunt for 8th with the Iron Dames is still on. Coming up into the final corner here, we can see I brake a little early and the Porsche overshoots it and I cut underneath. I gain 1 position, the red McLaren gains his. We're both happy and still in the fight. We can see up ahead the Iron Dames is fighting the BWT Mercedes. And they come together where I split through.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Keeping it tucked and very nice through all the corners. The loose side of the Porsche for one moment, and he oversteers again a lot. And I have a cleaner exit. Now I'm chasing down the McLaren in front of me. Iron Dames has gained a position. And again, I am braking a little bit early, but I do have a front engine mount vehicle that's rear wheel drive. But still able to hold it together, going for the overtake on the McLaren in front. Got a good switchback. And out I come. And with this replay, you can see the switchback. And in the final corner, I get the cleaner exit in line, and off I go. Switchback is effective. And we can see I'm powering away, and the two behind me want to fight him into the next corner. McLaren comes in, I go wide with the push to avoid, comes back in and gains a full foot of throttle, oversteers, gets my shit together and carries on. Now I'm down in 9th position, trade now 10th. Just watching what's happening up ahead. Oops. And now we're back to 9. Got nobody behind us. Almost had a 3-car pile up there. All drivers managed to avoid it safely. Kept it nice and tidy. We get the McLaren once again.
But you can't park here because it's handicapped.
So that's a gain of another position. So now we're back in 7th. Coming into turn 1, we can see the Porsche goes wide. We get the overtake done just by having the better lineup. So that original battle is still on from turn 1, lap 1, and still continues on into lap 6. So I've got a little bit wide. The Porsche tries to take me back. And we switch back to 7th. And again, he overdoes it. I cut under him. And he loses 2 positions.
Yeah!
As McLaren was on a good roll, he got close to me a few times. You see a very good battle between this red McLaren and myself throughout the next few laps. As you can see, he gets very close, but I'm just on the pedal a bit sooner. Again, going on that defensive line in the middle instead of going for the apex, just so he couldn't undercut me. As you can see there's my defensive line. Holding him at ease so he can't undercut. The red McLaren wanted to fight me on this turn 1 on lap 8. So, as we can see, he comes around. He over brakes himself. And I have a clear track. And into turn 2, I had a clear line, which I stormed away. Almost put a second between us. But kept it around that 800th mark. Yeah, we can see I actually understeer a lot and forget to take my foot off the throttle. One silly mistake gave that one position away. But I wasn't going to let this be the end of it. And I was going to come back stronger. So as we can see, I get the next line perfect. He goes wide. And that gap now closes to an 800s, 700s. So the charge is still on. And again, that orange Porsche is still looming in the background again.
Okay.
And as we see here, he overdoes it, and off I go. It sweeps right around him. Off we go. Now we're up into 6th. So we've overall gained 1 position from starting, but we've gained over 4 positions, give or take the amount of overtakes. You can see from this rear angle here, he was still all over the place, cutting the track. And we just are cleaner out of the corners than he is, and able to stabilize it in front. And coming onto the last straight, we can see that a Ferrari has ran out of fuel, giving us the check on corners. He would be quicker than me, being a rear mounted again engine car. Going back to last corner. Cuts again. Still can't catch me. I still hold him off. So with the final corner approaching on the final lap, we can see the Porsche is trying to make a small attempt. The Ferrari has ran out of fuel just before the finish line. And that puts us into 5th position with a checkered flag.